Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run on first down. McLeod. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, plant.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
On
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Ringo.
Collins now throwing after the interception. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Good throw there to start this second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. And the Steeler first down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, McLeod. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Collins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 13. Well, this is caught by Williams. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw complete here to Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Look at me. Go, on the ball. 5.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
2nd and 14. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. McLeod. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. 2, come on. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Zoo. Now.
2nd and 11. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Raider first down, 17 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On first down, McLeod. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
15, line.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Squeeze, double.
Operating from the gun, Collins. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Collins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cleveland Farrell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the pass. You go tight. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Aguilar has it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get
Looking to throw. Collins. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Collins on 3rd and 2. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running.
And this will be caught at the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Strong right. 3 down.
Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You got 3 down.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Collins, a final shot before break. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one good for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw. Collins completes it to Aguilar. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Haywood.
24's the mark.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And here's Collins operating from the gun. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On the set.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Collins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's a second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On third down, it's Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
Ready up. Hey, Alpha.
52 right here. 52. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Little Mike 52. Mike 52.
Right on.
Second and 10. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ready?
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Back now in the East Bay. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jarvis Landry, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, ready? You go work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. This complete left side to Aguilar. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Connor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Collins from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danny Shelton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And this is caught by Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 2.
They run the counter. McLeod. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Got it.
Mike by two. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you.
Be careful.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes you have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
17 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Check. Watch me before. Watch the screen.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?